premium cards, Ace King, and he just calls the big blind.
Usually you might want to raise with those cards. Lance's teacher, Brian Havison, sitting right across from him, and he would probably tell him you want to pump it up pre-flop with Ace King.
Leo Walker throws in his rags.
Havison in the big blind. Doesn't have to put any more money in if he wants to play, and he just checks.
So three players will see the flop. Lance Funston with the Ace King as the best drawing hand right now. And is he taking notes?
I think that's a map to the main cash vault here at the Taj.
The flop is Ace 10-10. Havison flops trip tens.
And he will check them.
Funston Singh
with a straight draw bet.
1,500 chips to Lance Funston.
Lance says he's going to raise. He has a pair of aces with those tens.
He raises to 5,000. And Havison moves all in with his 3 tens. Sai Funston Singh.
It's not your turn, is it?
Will fold.
So you're moving your stack around.
I just thought my stack looked better up there than back here.
I'm not sure Lance knows that Havison's all in.
Look taller.
Teacher and student quite playful with each other.
Are you sending some kind of signal here that I don't know what those mean?
I'm saying I'm all in.
You're all in?
Yes. That's the signal. That's the typical signal.
All in.
Are you calling me all in?
Yeah.
You did?
And this is our degree all-in moment. Brian Havison at risk, but he's got a big lead.
Yeah, teacher way ahead of pupil with the set of tens.
Yeah, tell me you had an ace.
Lance Funston with aces up, trailing the trip tens of Brian Havison as we're about to go to the turn. Havison not comfortable. He's seen Funston come from behind a number of times. Now the turn card is a jack of hearts.
Don't you put a queen out there.
A queen would give them both a straight and a split pot. Funston can still knock out Havison with an ace.
River's a 7 of clubs. Havison survives his all-in and doubles up through student Lance Funston.
That's a good one. This raise, re-raise, I'm all in. You could have mucked that one. You got a big hand, but you could have mucked it.
Class dismissed.
Well, here is a man who is so lost, he has found bliss.
Funston and Havison locked in battle going to the river. Havison leading with the ace high. Funston following all along with just a draw. Now the river card gives Funston a pair of queens. Havison to act first.
3,000.
He bets 3,000 to Funston.
3,000.
I'm raising what I need, 6.
Havison already throws the cards in.
He won't even give him the satisfaction of completing the raise.
Oh, boy.
That'll happen.
Havison's so disgusted with his student.
Well, Lance Funston just with a draw the whole way.
Shows him his winning cards. You know, we should just cut off Havison's head right now and take him out of his misery.
We know Lance Funston, the poker player, but what about the Funston who's a Harvard business grad?
I'm a little bit reluctant to even acknowledge that I went to the Harvard Business School. But I have pulled 2 hands out of my head. And let's face it, if you're in a business, it requires a lot of quick, precise decisions under pressure in the course of a day. 35 to 50,000. 35 to 50,000. Okay? I happen to be an entrepreneur with a fairly kinetic pace. In anything less than 80 miles an hour, and I start getting antsy. Yeah. 917. Lynn, we don't throw things across this table with ACO fasteners on it. It is a scratching noise you hear. It goes across, please. Okay. After 20 years of being in the media business, I don't think I ever really appreciated how much can be learned by listening.
J'ai un problème avec maison. Le asbestos.
I love the French. That's great. Get a croissant, you wrap yourself up with the croissant, you go in and you... No, I'm kidding, honey. Don't take... No. It's not a problem.
He likes to be the center of attention. You know, I don't think it's an act. I just think that's his personality. He's very friendly with people and likes to have fun with everything he's doing.
Tip holdings.
I'm all in.
He's going to risk it all on pocket tens. About 4,800 chips. Prompts a couple of folds behind him. Over 2. Lance Funston. He's going to play.
Okay, you say call?
There's always one.
Lance with a couple of 7s.
And Lance again in the eye of the storm. Heck, he is the storm.
Walker is at risk, and he's got a 4-1 advantage.
Where's your wife when you need her? Got 2 big ones? Just us?
So we're heads up going to the flop.
Me too.
Funston's starting to throw some of his extra cash around.
He had a callable hand.
8, queen, a 6, nothing much in there for Lance.
That strengthens Walker's position.
Now the turn card is a 9.
And there's the signature Lance Funston straight draw on the turn. So now a 10, 7, or 5 with knockout Walker.
River card. Oh, he got the 5. Oh, Lance Funston living right. Walker is gone.
Whatever Lance does, do not try it at home.
Oh, my goodness. Lance Funston is living right here at the USPC. Wins another pot and knocks another player out. Back to the main table.
Okay, I'm going to raise.
The surprise, Lance Funston involved in another hand with 2 other players.
Oh, I see. It's not a raise because it's okay.
He says, I'm going to raise even when it's not a raise. Donald Trump walks around saying you're fired. Lance walks around saying, I'm going to raise.
It's worked so far. He bet 3,000. Don Webb folded. Jonas Sambonides with jacks up makes the call, and he will test the resolve of Lance Funston. The turn is a 10 of diamonds.
And as usual, Funston has picked up a draw, a straight draw.
Oh, boy.
He knows what to do.
Like somebody's bet there?
No. This is all the pot.
I see. I'm going to check.
Whoa, a check.
You check now?
Yeah. It's an unconventional thing.
Checking is a sign of weakness, you know.
I know. Or it is a sign. It's an attempt to draw the enemy in.
How about 4,000?
Well, he's drawn in the best hand.
4,000 from Sambonides with 2 pair.
I'm just going to call.
It's uncallable, unless you're calling the bluff on the river.
Which means that I couldn't have been 2 weak, right?
I wouldn't know.
And now the river card. A pair of 9s for Funston now, but Sambonides has the best hand with 2 pair. Lance first to act. And he bets 10,000.
As usual, he's betting with the worst hand.
Thank you. I learned this.
All right.
Sambonides is going to stay with him and makes the call.
Probably smart.
And now Lance Funston will have to turn over his pair of 9s.
I think I can beat that.
Indeed he can. Jacks up for Jonas Sambonides, wins the pot.
Bravo. Did you get your straight on the flop? I mean, on the river?
Lance doesn't even know what he lost to.
I was gambling.
Out of this USPC. At table 29, we see an incredulous John Jawanda who can't believe that Lance Funston has called the tournament official over to their table to ask a fundamental poker question with 3 spades on the board.
Can I ask a basic rule of poker? Does a flush beat 3 of a kind?
I believe it does, yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Does a flush beat 3 of a kind?
Basic poker.
You know what? Lance is, how do they say, a little mashugan.
Well, with that cleared up, Funston calls Sai Fanyan Singh's all in. Funston in the lead with a flush. Fanyan Singh gets no more help on the river. He's been eliminated, and Lance Funston now moves well over the 100,000 chip mark.
I know he was.
And with Lance now empowered with the knowledge that a flush does beat 3 of a kind, the sky is the limit for America's newest, greatest poker player.
It's men who take risks.
All right, let's go to the outer tables where Rizgala Abusud is all in against who else? Lance Funston. With all the cards out, Abusud's ace high wins the hand. He doubles up through
I
Funston.
said, let me get lucky one time.
Lance,
8,000.
not quite aware that he lost the hand yet, I'm not sure.
Abusud put in 8,100 chips, and that now is what Funston's counting out. So maybe a chink in the armor of Lance Funston.
Lance, a sportsman as a loser. Oh, I don't think Abusud is going to be going all in again for a while.
No, you can't vote.
in second. Pecorali with 88,000. Lance Funston, 85,000. Funston with pocket queens.
All right, is it my turn?
That's correct.
And the call is what?
Just 2,000.
Is it my turn? Lon, I'm convinced Lance Funston is the biggest bunco artist in the history of poker. He acts as if he's never seen a card room before. He's got that whole Barney Fife